Hello?
Hello.
Hey, it's working.
All we're gonna talk about in this interview is about your trip in TAAL Volcano. So,
Yes.
when did you make this trip, and what did you notice immediately as soon as you got there?
Okay, so, well, first I want to say that my thoughts are with the people in Luzon, Talisay, Tagaytay, and I really hope that everything will be okay there. So this is the second time that I went to TAAL Volcano. I went last year. I loved it. It was amazing. But I did the normal trail last year. That's the normal tourist trail. It's the one everybody does. And when I was at the top of TAAL Volcano, you have the restaurants. I was eating and we were looking down and we saw the crater lake. This was last year. And I saw it and I was like, I want to swim there because it looks amazing and it's so beautiful and it looks like a really cool adventure. And somebody on that mountain at that time 1 year ago, they told us, a local, that that was possible, but you had to go from a different starting point. You can't get there if you use the usual trail. So this year, just a little bit more than a week ago, I went to Tagaytay again with my girlfriend, and I was like, okay, this time I'm gonna do the secret trail because this is a very unique experience. So I contacted the company, the only company that does the secret trail. I went there and we took the boat. The boat goes all around the island. It goes to the other end of the island. Whereas the normal trail, you go straight into the island from Tagaytay, well, from Talisay. This time you go all around the island to the very back. So you're quite close to the volcano because TAAL Volcano is at the very back of the island. So we walked up. It's a hike. It was about a half an hour hike up to the viewpoints, the view deck. We got a guide because obviously you don't really know as a tourist where you should go. It was a beautiful hike. There were no other people because it's called the secret trail. Not many people know about it. It's quite a deal to find how to do it. Then you have to hike all the way down on a slippery mountain. A lot of volcanic sand, a lot of volcanic rocks there, so you have to watch your step. And then eventually you get to the very bottom of the cliff, which is basically the crater. Then you get to the crater lake, which is a green lake, and essentially that is the crater. So that is what has erupted now, that actual lake. The tour guide first took us for a little viewing of several sites right next to that crater lake. Like there's gas and steam coming out of the ground at certain points. There's literally water boiling in the rocks. As you can see in my video, I recorded all of this in my vlog. You can see the water boiling, and it was very interesting. It was very, very cool to see. It's a special experience. You could literally cook there. You could cook your whole meal on the ground there. It was so hot. And in the lake, on the edge of the lake, the actual lake, the water was boiling. It was just meters in front of you. You could see the water just boiling and bubbling up. You've seen the footage, right? I think you can see all these things in the vlog. But so yeah, I asked the guide. When I'm traveling, I don't do anything without permission. I make sure the locals know. I ask the locals, like, is this safe? You know, I don't want to do anything that's dangerous or stupid or not allowed. And so I asked him, can I put my hand in it? And he was like, yeah, that's fine. So I put my hand in the boiling water, like just very short, you know? Yeah, it was amazing. It was amazing to see a lake that big with boiling water, and it was like so warm, and it was a very cool experience. I also mentioned in the video, it smelt very bad. It smelt like there were rotten eggs all around me. And he told us that is the sulfur that makes that smell.
Yeah.
My girlfriend had been to volcanoes before in New Zealand as well. She told me that it was quite normal. She had seen that too. She had also smelt that. So I didn't think anything out of the ordinary. And we were with a guide, a local, so we trust him. And then eventually at the end, because the point was to swim there, he took us to a little bit, let's say maybe 50 meters further down, because the temperature in the lake differs like substantially based on like which area you're at. And so he took us to the place that obviously the locals are aware of is a safe place to swim. And then we swam there. We swam in the actual crater lake. It was very cool, very special experience. The whole lake is bright green. It was warm. It wasn't boiling. It wasn't super hot. The temperature was completely safe. It was like a warm bath. But the guide did tell us don't stay in the water for too long, like maximum 10 minutes, because the chemicals in the water, it might not be safe to stay in it for too long. So we stayed in the lake. We swam around for like 10 minutes. We filmed it for the vlog. We got some drone footage and all that stuff. Yeah, that was about it. That was the experience.
It's about this really. First, were the locals able to? Were you able to ask the locals if this phenomenon of like boiling water was normal? And number two, if you were made aware that the area was raised to alert level 1.
Yeah.
From last week.
So. Regarding the first question, I didn't really ask if it was normal or not. I just assumed that it was, because we were with a local, and well, I trust the people that live around the volcano. They are born there, they grow up there, they spend their whole life there. You know, they are more in tune with the environment than I am as a tourist. So to me, it was just like, wow, oh my God, this is amazing, this is beautiful. Like, I didn't really question it too much. Also, I want to add that last year when I was at TAAL Volcano, this was in, I believe, October 2018, there was also steam coming out of these same areas. Yeah. So that's why when I was there this time, I was just like, oh, this is cool. Like, I've seen this before. Now I'm close, right? I'm up personal and close, and this is cool. But I didn't think like, oh, I didn't see this last year. I saw it last year too. So it didn't really raise any questions. And regarding the second point, I had absolutely no idea that there was any type of alert raised whatsoever. I did not know this at all. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like when me and my girlfriend, we found out yesterday, obviously, when it happened, and we were just like in shock. Like, we were in shock. We were there just over a week ago, I believe like 8 or 9 days ago, swimming in the crater. And we had no clue that it was dangerous at all. And you were allowed to swim there. There were no signs as well, and the guide, it was all official. Like, we did everything through the real means, the official channels.
So yeah, actually, the alert was raised back in March 2019, and it's been on constant alert over the last few months. What really concerns the government is that how come you guys were able to go there. I actually raised this point in the press briefing. They were actually worried if some tourists were also able to go there during the like a few days before the eruption. So, were there other people there when you visited the area?
There were 0 other people. The entire hike, there were no other people. The tour guide told me that we're not gonna run into anybody because this is not like a very tourist-friendly hike. It's quite a heavy hike. It's really for adventurers. You're not gonna see the average tourist do this hike. There were no other people, and our tour guide, I mean, obviously I don't know what happened after our hike in the days, but he told me that it doesn't happen often that people take this trail. So
after a week since your visit, you consider yourself really lucky.
Yeah.
What do you say about this?
Man, like, I honestly feel like there's an angel on my shoulder. Just so lucky that I wasn't swimming in the lake, in the actual lake that blew up, that erupted at the time, yesterday when this was happening. It could have happened. We were booking our trip around this time. It could have happened closer to this date, but I just consider myself very lucky, and I mean, now that's fine, I'm good. I hope that the people in Talisay and Tagaytay and in Luzon with the ash and everything, I hope they will be safe and everything will be okay with everybody there. Do you know if there will be any disaster relief efforts or any charities to help the people there?
Yeah, my co-reporter here is here.
Hi.
Hello.
What's up?
What's up? Yeah, I'm good. You?
Yeah, he's more knowledgeable on that.
How are you?
I'm good.
Yeah, there is.
Okay, I would like to help with maybe raising some funds. So if you could let me know about this, then that would be great.
Sure. Yeah, sure. All right.
Help you.
I'll message you as soon as I get more details.
Okay.
And as of now, evacuation efforts are still ongoing, so I'll keep you updated. Thank you very much.
Thank you so
for
much.
joining this.
Have a good day. Thank you.
I'll message you. Thanks.
Yes.